What's up everyone, I'm Zerg from YGG Gaming, bringing you another video on StarCraft 2. So, I decided, well, I should probably make a few more videos on army counters right before the patch changes. So, I decided, here we go. So, one army composition that you might or might not come across is that I've done in a few other videos that I've made, but I want to really get to show you guys how to actually counter it. So you'll have like 5-6 Archons, maybe 15 Zealots, and maybe 5 Immortals. So the common person will do this, and they'll get Roaches and Ravagers and be like, alright, I'm good. I mean, obviously this is a lot. We're not going to do upgrades, but I mean, this is obviously out of proportion, but the common person will do this type of build. I've made way too many Zerg units, but you can just see kind of what I mean. That many Zerg units versus that many Protoss units, Protoss still comes out on top. So most Zerg players will try to do that and get a lot of Roaches and Ravagers. Now, the thing is, what you want to do instead, wow, that was a lot. Basically, the two paths are to get Hydra and Lurker, maybe like 10 Lurkers, lots of Hydras, and maybe some Banelings, and you'll see what happens here. You burrowing them. I mean, you can just see the difference that this makes. You can micro, back up, might move, all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, you can already see the huge change in events that happens. Or, the other thing you can do is go ahead and make Broodlords. I mean, Broodlords are really good. You can get Hydras and Ravagers or whatever you want, but Broodlords, like, you can just use them, tank the, and the Zealots will automatically go for the Broodlords. Meanwhile, the Broodlings will just constantly be picking at the army. And what this will do is just non-stop Broodlings. And this will keep the Immortals and Archons and stuff busy unless you actually target fire. So these are the two paths you want to go to. This one requires Hive Tech, the other one requires only Layer Tech. But it's really a really efficient way of beating this kind of army composition where you have Archons, Immortals, Zealots. Obviously the army proportions are not the same, but it's just the idea of this versus this, and you can see kind of the difference between going Roach Ravager and Baneling and trying to win compared to Broodlord or Lurker. The last one I'll show you guys is where if you go Ultra, yeah, this is not really the best. You don't want to really go this way because, yeah, you might get lots of lings and stuff, and you'll have like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff. The thing is, obviously, again, this was without upgrades, but if you just A-move it, yes, you kind of come out on top as Zerg. It's pretty good, but ideally, I mean, yeah, this is a lot. It's really, this is a lot, but ideally, the other Zerg players, the Protoss player is probably gonna have 7 or 8 Immortals, maybe 10. So Ultras are not the way to go because you've already got Protoss with the tech to be able to counter these Ultras. Now, unless you are able to kill all of your Immortals, all of their Immortals with your Lings and Banelings and stuff, Ultras, you really don't want to use them. So that's those are kind of the 4 different ways you can do. 2 of them work really well, 2 of them don't. Obviously you can see which ones did and didn't. But this is another small little episode to help you guys against Protoss or help you guys against Zerg to see kind of what to do. Protoss, if you're going to go with Zerg, this army composition is very powerful. I really strongly suggest it. Maybe 20 Zealots in the front, lots of Immortals, lots of Archons. It can really do a lot of damage. It's really helpful. Zerg, just do those other army compositions, you'll be fine. And so it just comes down to micro. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!